Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We're going to be playing Stalker Clear Sky.
In actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly, although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
Whoa, he's waking up. You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling? Do you remember what happened to you? In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. We call ourselves Clear Sky, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission. Lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs, but our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing, so let's continue this conversation later.
And they make the inventory look different in this one. Even the map looks different. Or actually, I think this is the same kind of map. It looks like yeah, it can go through these directions, I think. Well, the graphics ain't that bad.
Czego im ściema?
Look who we got
Hello,
visiting
man.
our swamps.
You became
sure
quite
are
a
a
legend
whiff of
while you were
fresh
out
air.
of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of a gun. It should help you relax and tell me about your adventures. Because I'm just dying of curiosity. Well then, you drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until the last emission, the biggest we've ever seen. These days our boys pray both to God and the devil before going out of the base. Because getting back alive is a miracle in its own right. But we're managing to hold it together, because our guys ain't here for loot. They're fighting for a cause. I was collecting bottles one after another, and they led me here. I'm kidding, man. Truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. It didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to the zone, and then to Clear Sky. The guys here are alright, and I'm needed here. They come back here after a mission, I pour them a drink, tell a few dirty jokes, and my job is done. Simple, but effective. By the way, they call me Cold around here, in our base. As you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, but it's the last place in the zone where you can meet real people. Guys who won't screw you, stab you in the back, or let you bleed to death to save a med kit. You know why you've never heard of it? Because too many people want to know about it, and the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Binpolev, Professor Binpolev. He's like a walking encyclopedia and a calculator in one. Knows more about the zone than... well, anyway. Our technician's called Gray, and he can make you a rifle out of an empty can with ammo to boot. He could use some spares, but apart from that. And finally, we have Suslov. He's a trader, but he ain't like the others of his trade. He won't try to rip you off or screw you. He knows what Stalker's going.
Leave the merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Well, brother, if Libeder says he needs to see you, that ain't up for a discussion. Go on, I'll catch you later. Welcome back from the afterworld.
Усе, музична пауза.
Мені підучитися.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, he's down here.
Got some fresh air? As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than Stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago. No, that emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people. And that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions, and they're now warring for territory. In other words, many strange things have happened, and I don't yet fully understand the scale of these changes. It's only been a few days since the emission. If you ask me, the strangest thing of all is that you managed to survive it. I see. How can I help you? Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I don't know which is worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them, guys I would trust with my life without a second thought. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Because if I let you go, our presence here might not stay a secret for long. We are having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There are so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro at that sort of thing.
This is the second outpost.
Your
We're under attack. I
experience can
repeat,
save
we're
the
under
lives
attack.
of many
Help!
of my... That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack. Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along. Trader, a fighter is on his way to you. Issue him with all the equipment he'll need for the mission.
Roger that.
Visitor? I'll
At
be right
last. Here, take this basic equipment kit. It's designed specifically for patrol missions. I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for questions. The boys need you now. We can talk later. We can talk later. You're needed at the...
What you need, Stalker?
Alrighty.
Merc, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you.
Why does it look like it's kind of like sunken down right though? It's weird.
Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Run for the tower! The monsters can't get you there! Phew, you're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Attention all fighters. An mission is approaching. Get to cover now!
Heck happened to him too.
with us again.
Oh,
Glad to see you.
welcome, guest.
Yeah, I heard your story. I reckon the main thing is that you're still alive. Stuff is easy enough to replace, as long as the zone is kind to you. So, you gonna trade, or you got some questions for me? That's the sort of people we are. You can't buy an extra 15 minutes of life, or a spare sword from death. But us traders are needed everywhere, even in the zone, even in the swamps, and even underground. It's an illusion that the zone is under lock and key, and the army has all the ways in and out sealed. Think about it. Nowadays, artifacts and rare specimens from the zone can be found all over the world. And your fellow stalkers never have a shortage of canned meat, vodka, ammo, or equipment. Somebody's got to be responsible for all that, right? Well, that's where we come in. In this place, it ain't like selling bootleg CDs on the outside and the cops up your ass every damn day. Around here, the situation is very simple. The outside world has an interest in the zone and vice versa. But it's officially forbidden, prohibited, all that bullshit. That's what we're here for. We make sure all those interests are satisfied and everybody's happy. There's a joke among traders that if someone points a gun at you, the best bet is to try to buy it off them. Let's not talk about it. You have no idea how tired I am of peddling these trinkets. There's a ton of ordinary artifacts out there, but the best tidbits pass this place by. I haven't had a unique item in my store for ages. Who knows? Maybe stalkers have already found everything there is to find. Getting behind the Scorcher would be a dream. I heard you can get enough artifacts there to last you a lifetime. Provided your life doesn't end there and then. It's about time us traders joined forces and used our connections to find a way of getting past that thing. Yeah, I know. Anyway, listen, I've told you too much as it is. Time is money. So if you want to trade, go ahead. Have a safe trip. Oh. Oh my, drop in next time you're in our neck of the woods.
You survived the emission again. I'm not even that surprised. Our boys picked you up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation. He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, it looks like something is increasing your body's performance in several areas, to the point where our monitoring equipment goes off the scale. Wait, don't get too excited. There's always a fly in the ointment. Every emission harms your nervous system, and if this continues, you will die. A normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, the increasing regularity of these emissions is the zone's response to some sort of serious threat, akin to the response provided by a human immune system. It is difficult to rationally explain coexistence between humans and the zone. The zone tolerates us in some areas and forbids us from going to others. Whatever is beyond the Scorcher and further towards the center of the zone is taboo, a place where stalkers are not supposed to set foot. I think that recent events in the zone are related to the fact that someone broke that taboo and made it past the brain scorcher. It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the Vishkrata. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the brain scorcher. I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the scorcher, and the emission was the zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process. I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will occur. Which brings us to what Clear Sky is doing. We are trying to prevent that disaster. You're right, but we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions, and that means something. We have to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price. There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly. I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice. Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us? Then listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment, but it's a lead. Through the swamps, of course, how else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
Yeah, that guy talks too much.
Your main guide is the objective section. Your main objective is displayed here, together with a selected additional objective. There can be several additional objectives which you can cycle through using these buttons. Most objectives are also displayed on the map, with the exception of rare occasions when your objectives cannot be located. We will need your help with not only destroying the enemy, but also capturing key positions. In these situations, our fighters will be grateful if you provide covering fire as they capture a position. By the way, don't ignore calls for help. Our boys' lives could be at stake. Hovering over a mark on the map will display additional information. In addition to your objectives, friendly units and identified enemies will also be displayed on the map. Okay, as I'm sure you understand, our main objective is to establish control over the swamps. And that means a war against the aggressor. This section allows you to access tactical information about combat operations at any time. Information about your current faction is displayed on the left. Right now, that's us, Clear Sky. Information about the main enemy is displayed on the right. This shows our approximate combat strength. This shows how many fighters we have. And this is our equipment supply. Similar indicators are also shown for our enemy. Finally, this field allows you to see the current strategic mission as well as tactical objectives that must be achieved in order to complete the strategic mission. Completed strategic missions will be displayed at the bottom. The last tab allows you to view your current relations with all factions, as well as each faction's combat strength. Your personal stats are also displayed here. That's pretty much it. Stalker, what do you want?
We're there, so you can take your blindfold off. Don't you try to follow me.
Merc, it looks like you're at the Great Swamps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squads there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet. That's where they are.
That was some fine defensive action. What's up, Stalker? What do you want, anyway? So what is it that you need? What do you want, anyway?
Stay down and wait.
Hello there. Want to trade? Good luck to you. Want to drop in next time you're in our neck of the woods.
You have my full attention.
We can't hold on much longer. Hurry!
This, you Nazi!
Nice of you to come. Ain't gonna get a warm welcome now. Another attack repelled.
Christ, can't I even enjoy one meal? Boy, am I tired of these trips.
Be quiet!
Where are you little shits hiding? Assume your positions.
Damn! They spotted us!
Look at this view.
you are!
What's up, Stalker?
Alright, go back to the base, sell some stuff, and come right back.
You're with us again? Want to trade? Glad to see you. Good luck to you. Want to trade? Have a safe trip.
What you need, Stalker? What do you want, anyway? Where are you little shits hiding?
Quick! We're getting slaughtered here!
Keep on guard.
That's it! Now we'll teach them a lesson! Thanks for helping out. Come by our base when you get a minute. We'll return the favor.
Keep on guard! To me. What's up, Stalker?
Насті в борщ!
Let's play catch a grenade!
The renegades really turned it around. All we need to do now is take control of the paths to the swamps.
Stalker, what do you want?
Waiting for my stamina to gain up. Alright, now I'm gonna save it.
Гондурасы! На, хавай! Зажмурься! ты, сука! Эй, я тебе ноги повідшибаю, ясно?
Okay, I haven't seen anybody else yet. Wonder what it looks like when I throw a grenade in the water. Didn't do a splash, that's disappointing.
So what is it that you need?
Come on, you guys, move faster.
Thanks for helping out. Drop by our base sometime. We'll find a way to pay you back.
All
That's a promise.
squads, dig in at key positions and wait for further instructions.
Boys, listen up. You ain't all dead over there, are ya? Come on, get on the air already. Hey, brother, we ain't clear on what's going on.
You have my full attention.
I have haven't seen anyone come from the swamps in a long while. You've come out right next to the army outpost. There's only one thing a stalker can expect from the army, and that's a bullet. So I'd be careful if I were you.
Go back and go to the trader and sell some stuff. What's that place had some trader? I have no idea.
First, you put that gun away.
Oh, so it costs money to frickin' get to an area, huh? That's stupid.
Hello there. Want to trade? Drop in next time you're in our neck of the woods.
Stalker, what do you want?
I think it was Southern Farmstead or something like that. Yeah, this is the place.
Holster that weapon if you want to talk. You have my full attention.
Or was it Machine Yard? No, it wasn't Machine Yard.
What do you want anyway?
What's up, Stalker?
What do you want anyway?
Пушку. Ну, кого не поедет. тримаю. Сплю вона в мене під боком. Є з нею вона.
What you need, Stalker?
Am I gonna have to go the long way?
Мені підучитися.
Okay, there we go.
Army, you lucky devil. I've got a feeling there's a reason for you being here. Pop in and see me if you're in the area.
Hello, Merc. Tell me, what brings you here? I see so many stalkers in here, it's a pain to remember them all. Any reason I should strain my brain for you? Now we're talking business, I like that. Well, here's the thing. I've been here for a while. My business is up and running, I get different orders here and there, and people trust me. I have a problem with my last order, and the trouble is the client is very important, and the loot he's after is unique. Everything was going fine. Stalkers would get the loot from inside the zone, and the army boys were supposed to ensure they could get it through the cordon. Well, the two parties started bickering over something, and now the whole place has gone crazy. The result is the Stalkers are fighting the military, and nobody's got a clue where the loot is. And that doesn't suit me at all, because the order needs to be completed. So, help me get the case with the loot, and I'll tell you all about your Stalker and his components. Deal? Visit the Stalkers by the embankment. They've set up some sort of base there, and that's where they're holding the captive military commander, Kaletsky. I don't care what you do at that base. I don't care if those fruitcakes want to continue playing Robin Hood's merry men. All I want is that case and the loot that's inside it. For starters, try talking to Valerian, the Stalker leader. I'll let them know you're coming on my behalf. Hello, anyone? Hey, Merc. Hey, Merc,
It's just me, these graphics look a little better than the last game. That's what it seems like.
Soon it's gonna be too late! Help us! Thanks, buddy. Now we'll knock them out cool. put in a word for you. Don't be a jerk, holster your weapon.
I'm listening.
Literally gonna make me go all the way around.
We might have a conversation if you hide that weapon.
Man, we've been waiting for you a long time. Go see the leader, Stat. I'm listening.
Howdy, Mark. We don't... From Sidorovich, you say? So, you know about the commander too? Alright, I'll be straight with you. We used to cooperate with the army. They'd allow us to transport goods safely through the outpost and let us in on some useful information. We paid well for their services. But then we found out that jerk of a commander worked for both sides. He supplied the bandits with our whereabouts. Then he went and sold 2 of our guys as slaves at the garbage. That was the last straw. Yeah, I guess we got a little carried away. Can't figure out what to do now. We're holding the commander hostage, which is a kind of guarantee that the army is not going to bomb our asses back to the Stone Age with their choppers. We can't kill him, but we can't let him go either. The sly son of a bitch knows that we need him alive, and he's not caving in a damn inch. Trouble is, he's the only one who knows where the loot is hidden. If we don't deliver that loot to Sidorovich, he won't do business with us ever again. If we could only make this army bastard play by our rules, it would be a whole different ball game, believe me.
I'm all ears.
What you staring at? This ain't no zoo. Staring at, ass? Laugh all you want. If you're here to find out where I hid the case with the loot, you're in for a disappointment. Go back to your beloved zone. My boys are gonna obliterate your pathetic posse soon enough. And as for your ringleader, we will hang him on the bridge so everyone can see what you get for messing with the military. Oh, really? And how much would you charge for your services? What if I ask you to help out my boys by taking out those snipers at the railroad embankment? Get lost and stay lost, merc. What else do you want? Think you're... So what? See? Good reading. What else? What...
So, did you learn anything useful? Of course they'll save him. The rat bastard owes them a whole bunch of dough. He ran their operations on his own and stashed the cash away somewhere. Listen, I've got an idea. The commander's got only 2 men he can count on. They served together at the outpost and he cut them in on the deals, so they'll do whatever they can to get him out. If we dispose of them, the bastard will realize nobody's coming for him. He'll crack, and we'll beat out of him the location of the stash with the loot. We split the money, and Sidorovich gets the case. What do you say? I have this feeling we won't have to look for them. Khaletsky's buddies are wandering around here somewhere planning to attack us. A small squad has been spotted at the elevator. Help us destroy them.
Ready.
That's it! It's no use hiding anymore! Hey, where are you? We're waiting. Hey, buddy, still remember us?
Прикрий мене! Берегись, граната! Получай!
Good work. The military squad has been taken care of. We spotted their second squad at the depot. Merc, head on over there.
Прикрой меня, прикрой!
army dealt with. With his buddies dead, Khaletsky knows he ain't got a prayer. That army rat is gonna change his tune now, that's for sure. Merc, head back to the base.
Yeah, we'll wait. There we go.
Stop waving that gun, you got my attention. I'm listening.
If you got something to say, say it.
See what being stubborn gets you? Your friends are dead and you're still here. No one's coming to save you. Tell me where you hid the case.
Okay, I tell you, bastards. It's in a house not far from here, in the attic.
Would you look at that? The little shit cracked like an egg. The stash coordinates are in your PDA. Take what you find to Sidorovich, he's waiting. What can I do you for? Sorry if I don't have what you're looking for. Got something to sell? Come back later, I might get a new shipment. I'm coming.
like this shotgun way better.
Слышь, урод, ты конченый!
Okay, Merc, I'll be waiting for you in the case.
I'm listening.
Got something to sell? Nice doing business with an honest stock.
saw you. Thanks for returning. Hello, anyone home? Good luck.
Hey, Mark, what brings you here? Come over and we'll talk.
Frick is that? Holy crap, I gotta go fall distance.
Vasily, remember how you promised to get me some shooters?
It's not that I mind, Valerian, but think about it. The army's going to wonder why I sold weapons to stalkers.
And you think about this, Vasily? If we don't put some heat on those army boys now, they're gonna bleed us dry.
Why don't you holster that weapon and get your butt over here, old man? Listen,
Don't
we need
move,
to
old
talk.
man.
Just
Keep
put
your
that
weapon
gun away
pointed at the
first.
ground and stay nice and still. Stay right there, old man. Move, damn it, move! Are you dumb or something? Piss off! Listen up! Get your ass in gear before I bust a cap in it!
Well, you asked for it. Drop him, boys!
Get out of here, old man. We tend to get real jumpy around here. Watch it so you don't catch a stray bullet.
I gave Fang the component we found in the cache. He wouldn't stop swearing and said he wouldn't pay us until we found the other components. We discussed it between ourselves and decided to send Vasya to speak to him. Vasya is one silver-tongued son of a gun. We figured he might be able to talk Fang into paying us at least some of the money. I just hope he doesn't run into trouble on the way there.
Buddy, watch out! There's a shitload of dogs around here! Climb onto the rocks, quick! Leave me alone, damn it! Get away from me, you freaking flea bag!
Dude, quit pushing me off the rock.
Leave me alone, damn it! Hey now, piss off!
He came, he saw, he sucked major cock! Hey, so how about we give them cocksuckers a damn good kicking?
Thanks, buddy. You saved me right there. My name is Vasya. Picture this. I'm on my way west, trying to catch up with this stalker, minding my own business and all, and these eyeless beasts come out of nowhere. I emptied 3 clips into the damn things, but they just kept on coming and chased me all the way to here. There's no way I'll catch that stalker now. He's got to be in the Dark Valley at this point. If you got something to say, say it. May not be over. Maybe it's over. Alright, people, that's enough. Thanks. Next time you're in our neck of the woods, drop by our base for a reward. Quiet, let's wait a little longer. Thanks, everyone. Dismissed. Don't break up, wait! Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Next time you're in our neck of the woods, drop by our base for a reward. Quiet, let's wait a little longer. Don't break up, wait! And that's that!
Buddy, put your shooter away and come over here. We need to have a chat. Drop him! All right, Valerian. Tomorrow my man is going to bring you everything I've got.
Don't be a jerk, holster your weapon.
What's new over there? The army were machine gunning somebody just now. Only they don't go far out of their base because they're too afraid. Well, keep me posted. I'm all ears.
What can I do you for? Come back later, I might get a new shipment. I'm coming. Nice doing business with an honest stalker.
At least one's got a little bit better accuracy than this whole pistol.
What can I do for you? If you find some more upgrade parts, get them over here and we'll see what we can do.
Але ж пити вбіг. Хіба тут зараз холодного. Такого, щоб...
this holds extra bullets in the magazine. Nice. Nice if it's daytime soon, jeez. Really, you have to choose to go through the doorway when I'm going through the doorway? Butthead.
don't you holster that weapon and get your butt over here, old man.
Stop right there, buddy. Drop it. My grenade.
No sudden movements. I just wanna have a chat with you.
Freeze! Holster your weapon and stand still. Try. Kill them all! Go!
Looks like it's starting to turn to daytime. Slowly.
Drop him!
A grenade to the head is the best medicine.
Who needs bullets when you got grenades? has given you a wonderful opportunity to find true friends in freedom. Only in our ranks can you always find someone willing to cover your back and share his last loaf of bread with you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video right here. It's probably a perfect time. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Later.